I want to say something about Freetrade, and we're going to do a review into Freetrade, and I'm going to see if I recommend it as a platform you use as your brokerage if you are in the UK to buy stocks. Now, recently Freetrade have now started offering US stocks on their platform. Mainly their platform is a mobile phone use, so you get the app, you download the app and you purchase stocks through the app. That's mainly how they do it, which is totally fine because, to be honest with you, that's how I currently buy most of my stocks, is on my mobile phone. I don't really use my laptop, my computer. So they basically offer the app and you download the app and then you go buy stocks. But since January they have now offered US stocks, which is great news because I think US stocks are kind of the one that everyone wants to go to. Personally, I buy US stocks, so it's a good move for Freetrade to go into that kind of sector and offer them shares on their app. We're going to do a good review on kind of some key points there, and then we're going to talk about, is it the #1 brokerage now that is out there for UK investors. Now, like I say, Freetrade do offer US stocks now. The fees are pretty decent. Now, the fees are probably, you could say the cheapest out there, or it is the second cheapest. Now, previously in the UK especially, we haven't had a Robinhood, and Freetrade was kind of the answer to Robinhood, which the US have because we don't have Robinhood. But Freetrade pretty much offers free trades. Now, they've split this up into two ways, which is quite clever. Potentially, you could say three ways. So basically, there's a basic trade. So I'm going to use Apple for an example. So if you want to buy Apple shares, basically you say, right, I want to buy Apple shares today. You send the order across, and at some point in that day, they're going to put the order in for Apple, and that costs absolutely nothing. Now, you might want to, let's say Apple have a 10% dip, and in the morning you want to try get into that stock as early as possible. Now, if you want to get it instantly, you can't do that for free. If you want to get it instantly, so Apple opens up in the stock market, it's had a dip, you want to buy there, you do have to pay a £1 charge on that. So you can buy shares for free on the day, but if you want to get in an exact point on that day, then you're going to have to pay £1 to do that, which is not bad because when you look at DeGiro's fees are like 45p and they're instant. Obviously, Freetrade you can get them for free, but if you want to get them instantly, which I think most people would prefer, personally that's what I prefer, it does cost £1, which isn't too bad. And in the UK, for so long, we've had like companies that if you want to buy shares in a company, you're going to have to look at like £10. So if you're going to buy like 10 shares in Apple, you have to make £10 just to cover your like actual fees from that brokerage account. So fees have been so expensive for so long. So it's great to see a platform come around and offer them cheap fees. Obviously, you could say compared to DeGiro, it's not. It would be better if it were just instantly free, but it's still a pretty good rate overall. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 on the fees. And the stocks they offer, now they offer obviously a lot of UK stocks, but personally I like to get into US stocks. So the variety of stocks that Freetrade currently offer are not the best out there. In the US stocks, they currently offer, I think it's just over 100 US stocks right now. They will expand that over time, which is great to hear that they are looking to expand it. But there's some stocks that I would like to buy that aren't on there. So for example, I was going to buy Carnival Corporation on Freetrade. Just to try it out, and when I went to go buy it, it isn't on there. There's only the UK Stock Exchange Carnival on there, not the US Stock Exchange, so it's still missing a few US stocks on there, but it will add them eventually. But right now it doesn't offer, it has quite a good variety, it's got a plus 100 stocks on there, but obviously you'd like to have pretty much like every US stock on there that you could. So I'm going to give that a 5 out of 10 now. The app itself is quite user friendly. It's very easy to get around, which is the main thing. The chart itself, I personally don't like the chart system they have on it massively because it's a weird system of it does like a year review, and it kind of shows the percentage it's had from a year review, and it like goes up 5% to 10%. I'll get a screenshot on here hopefully to show you how it works. But it doesn't actually have the prices where it's going up and down at, which I find a little bit strange. It doesn't have too much like stock news on it. It doesn't offer too much like PEs and dividends. It doesn't show upcoming dividends as well. But the app itself is easy to use. It's very user friendly. So I'd like it to just have a little bit more detail and have like upcoming dividends page and everything. But 7 out of 10 for that one. It's something they can improve on, and I've said before, like DeGiro, there's something they can improve on. Bank transfer. Now this is a really big thing. When you wanted to get money in there to purchase a stock, you want it in quickly. When you want to take money out, you want to take it out quickly. And bank transfer side of it is, I think, really important with a brokerage account. And so far, I think this is the best broker for bank transfer. You can pretty much put a payment in and it'll come through in like 2 to 4 hours, which is really useful. So if a stock goes down on a day and you think, right, tomorrow I'm going to buy that stock, you bank transfer it, it'll be in there for tomorrow. Where the current platform I use, which is DeGiro, if I want to buy a stock that goes down, I'll have to make sure I've put the money ready to buy some positions like a week before. So I pretty much need to have money sitting there waiting for something to happen. Whereas with Freetrade, you kind of can wait, and then when you see it happen, you transfer it, you buy it the next day, which is so much better than DeGiro do it. But it's actually so that's actually really good with it. With the withdrawal side of it, you do have to wait a few days for it to come out your bank account, or you can do like an instant withdrawal, but that costs £5. So I mean, unless you're really desperate for the money, I would just do it for free and just wait. Obviously that would be better if it was just instant withdrawal. That would give it a 10 out of 10, but I can't complain that much about the bank transfer system. So 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10 if the withdrawal was done on the same day as well. But like I say, it probably won't do. Most companies don't operate in that kind of manner. So the main question, best UK broker now. Now on this channel I've been a big fan of DeGiro. I've got a review out of DeGiro if you want to go check that out. That's currently the UK broker I use, and when people ask me which UK broker should I use, I put DeGiro there. So is now Freetrade the #1 broker out there for me? No, I think it's #2. I think that it is deservedly taking that second place, but it's still got some little things to do before it can take over DeGiro for me. But I would recommend using this platform. It's a pretty good platform. I do like it, and it's #2, and I would say, if someone said, shall I use Freetrade, I would say yeah. But if they said, what is the best one, I would still say DeGiro. But it does have the potential over the next year, 2 years, to overtake DeGiro, which I do like. You know, the fee side of it, I can work with that. The app side of it, I can work with that because I go use Yahoo Finance and Seeking Alpha and everything for news side of it. I would like an upcoming dividend tab on there. The bank transfer is excellent. It's the stocks that are a big thing for me here. It needs to offer more of the US stocks on there, and then I'd be like, yeah, this is good. This is really good. So maybe in a year's time, 2 years' time, when it improves the amount of stocks that it's offering, I might come back, do another review in 2020. See how much has changed, how much more stocks are on there, and potentially we'll take it from there. And it does have the potential to become the #1 UK broker. We'll see what happens. But yeah, good platform, has a lot of potential. Just a bit more work before it takes that #1 spot for me. But overall, I really do like it. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope it gave you some information if you were looking into Freetrade. Give the video a like. Thanks for all the support recently. Nearly gone to the 210 mark on some subscribers, which is so good. So thank you for that, and I'll see you in the next video.